Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. Um, I'm doing a family game night video. It's Advanced Dungeons and Dragons because I really love that game. I've been playing a long time, since the 70s. I've been running games since 1980, 79, 80, something like that. And this particular video, I'm trying to outline some character classes that people don't really enjoy playing that much, and the pros and cons thereof. And in this one, Assassins, I titled it Assassins, may not be worth it. In Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, there is a class called the Assassin. And everybody loves running Assassins, but nobody likes having them in the group. And there's a reason. The Assassin class is a subclass of the Thief. And they have many useful abilities similar to Thieves, so they're very similar in that respect. But they have a couple of abilities that Thieves generally don't have. One is they get to use what's called the assassination tables. Depending on their level and the level of the person that they're attacking, if they have surprise, they can use the backstabbing abilities of a thief for multiple damage. But they also get to use these assassination tables. So comparing the level of the assassin and the level of the victim, there's a chance when you hit them, there's a chance you can kill them outright. And that's called the assassination tables because assassins know right exactly where to put the knife. Done. That's their specialty because they're assassins. The other ability that they have is a disguise. Assassins can disguise themselves as other classes and other people. And the higher the level of assassin, the more powerful a character you are, the better your disguise is. The better you roll on the assassination tables. The higher your backstab multiplier. The better you can climb walls, that kind of thing. Assassins generally have to be of evil alignment. Many players love to play them, but many players or groups don't want them in the group. And there's a reason. Horror stories abound of assassins in groups that kill off the party after the treasure is collected. A thief will steal. Okay? Let's not mince words. Thieves steal. That's what they do. That's what I call thieves. Assassins are greedy thieves with no morals. Put it that way. And so they'll wait until the end of the mission when all the treasure's collected and everything, and then kill off everybody and run off with the entire treasure hoard. The assassin usually, it's something like this. The assassin will volunteer to stand watch and then goes around slitting throats in their sleep. I've seen that happen. He volunteers to make dinner and then poisons everyone. I've seen that happen. I was in a group years ago, and my friend Steven was running an assassin, and he did it well. He ran a really good assassin. I can't take nothing away from him there. The man knew how to run an assassin. I was the wizard in the group, and I kind of knew Steven, how he thought, So we completed the scenario and came away with a huge treasure hoard, including a whole bunch of magic items. And he was saying, well, if I take that, I can still use this, but if I can't, and basically I could see the cogs working, if you understand what I'm saying. And he was looking at the list of treasure, and because we all get to pick from the list, and he was deciding what he could take and what he could. Turns out he could use everything on the list. And I kind of knew how Steven thought. And he was running an assassin, so, Of course, he volunteered to stand guard that night, so that the other characters, including the spellcasters, could sleep. Because, see, in Dungeons & Dragons, any caster, whether it's a cleric, druid, wizard, illusionist, whatever, in order to be able to cast spells, you have to get your 8 hours of sleep. If you don't get 8 hours of good, solid sleep, you don't get spells for the next day. So you're essentially useless. You're a body to hide behind while the enemy shoots arrows at you. That's your only use if you're a spellcaster without spells. Clerics aren't too bad because they can still wear armor and fight decently. Druids, same way, and they have other abilities, nature control. They can change into big animals and fight, that kind of thing, because that's not a spell. That's an ability of a druid. But illusionists and wizards and things like that, the magic users of the group, they're pretty well up the proverbial foul-smelling waterway without adequate means of propulsion. And so when he volunteered to stand guard that night, I said, sure, no problem. And I cast on myself. I had a number of 4th level spells, and I had Stone Skin, a spell called Stone Skin, memorized several times. And I still had them before I went to sleep, so I put one on myself, and I put one on a couple of the fighters. And as I recall, I was able to put one on the cleric. And he didn't know I had done that. So, when he, and of course, the night he waited till everybody was asleep. He went around and started slashing throats. The first person he attacked, Stone Skin is a spell that wizards use to protect themselves. The first time they get hit, it doesn't do any damage to them. So you could get hit with a big boulder and nothing, as long as you have the Stone Skin on. But it only works once, you know. So of course, the assassin went to slice a throat, and it didn't work. And the first thing the guy did, he was a fighter, the first thing he did, he got up trying to grab his sword, yelling, "He's trying to kill us! He's trying to kill us!" and woke everybody up. Yeah, the assassin has some splaining to do. Assassin didn't last long. He did not get a share of the treasure, and as I recall, him got buried by the side of the trail. So, just, you know, sometimes assassins can be useful, but sometimes they just may not be worth it. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.